How's everyone doing out there? This is the Cool Club. I am the Glitch Trap, and I want to just touch on this quickly. This isn't going to be a long video, but I want to speak on who asked for the relationship between April and Leonardo in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was a very awkward showing, if you ask me. And I want to ask, where would you go with that? Like, where are we gonna take that? Is she just gonna be now? Was she just gonna be leading Leonardo on? Like, we've had relationship. Like, see, I like the relationship the way that they kept it in the cartoon, and the way that they kept it in the and I mean the 1990s cartoon, and the way that they also kept it in the comic books, the Peter Laird comic books. Even in the Archie comics, they gave Raphael a mutant girlfriend. Like, the turtles were into other mutants, other animals, I would say. Because if you look at the storyline here, the same with Master Splinter. Like, the turtles never were human. That's in every storyline. Like, they were never that. Unlike Master Splinter, who was or Bebop and Rocksteady, who were spliced with animals and mutated, their DNA. That from humans, the turtles were never human. There's not a trace of human DNA within them. So, why would April and Leonardo even be attracted to one another, for one? And for two, that's just like a person being sexually attracted to their dog. They call that bestiality, and we cannot be pushing this, subtly or overtly. And I don't even, like I said, no one wanted this. Like, they always try to have these things, like Leonardo and Karai have had like Leonardo admired Karai, but they never played it into like a dating relationship. It's maybe you can look at that how they alluded to that in the Nickelodeon cartoon, but they never got together. Karai always just manipulated Leonardo and his admiration for her, but it was more so off of her skills, and they bonded off of something tangible like ninjutsu or something like that. And you had also in the same cartoon, Donatello, he did have a crush on April. That was weird. It's even people who have done videos on that, women who's talked about, how cringy that was, and I've just explained, you should not have the turtles be in trying to enter into an intimate relationship with April or any of the humans. That's not where April always gets with Casey Jones. That's where the story goes. So is this April gonna eventually meet Casey Jones? Are they gonna create a Casey Jones in this continuity? I don't even know. Like, I don't know how there's so many things that they've changed. I don't even know. Like, is Casey Jones gonna be one of their high school classmates because they all in high school right now? The Ninja Turtles are going to high school. Like, come on, man. But we can get over that. But it's just the relationship, like I said, with April. Where is that going to go? Like, are you going to try to have them get intimate? Like, that's sick. We don't want to see that. But that's only where you can go with this. Or she just have April string Leo along and then, just break his heart at the end. Because, again, I don't know where you want to take this. You should stick to having the mutants date other mutants, or have love interest with other mutants. First of all, Leonardo is the most focused and the most disciplined of the turtles. He's not even concerned with all of that. He's not concerned with that, like, overtly. Like, again, he likes on the surface level, like them. Of course, them a little portion of him, maybe, like everybody wants to be, may want to be intimate with somebody. But again, these are turtles as well. So, turtles don't think like humans. It's just, this is what I'm saying. The reason that I see that they did that was just to give Leo a reason to be undisciplined and to go against the and to go along with the other turtles. That's the only reason that I see them just giving him that love interest with April, because like, it didn't even make sense. It's just he just was obsessed from the beginning. And it's like, why? She's a human, you're a turtle. So it didn't make sense. You know, they almost killed her in the beginning. If she didn't have that helmet on, she would have had suffered major brain damage or be dead from that ninja star. And again, there's cringe moments, just like in the Nickelodeon adaptation with the Turtles with Donatello and April. It's the same thing here, but at least in that adaptation with Donatello and April, you have Casey Jones, you know, coming in, stepping in, and playing basically the love interest of April as well. And we know that Casey Jones and April ends up getting together in every continuity. It doesn't matter how you slice it. That's the storyline. Because humans get with humans and mutants get with mutants. Eventually they'll, you know, bring in other mutants for the turtles to get, like create a new mutant for Leonardo to get with. You know, we already know that Raphael has had the lizard Mona Lisa, and then he's also, you know, they recreated the Mona Lisa character. I don't real name is something else, but they recreated that in the Nickelodeon adaptation. So just do that for the rest of the turtles. Even Michelangelo has found a girlfriend, and they've done this before, like have created mutants for the turtles to have a love interest with. And that's what we want to see, because there's no good way, there's no good direction you can take a relationship with, you know, a mutant turtle and a human person, human woman. Like, I don't see where you're going with that. Do you get my drift? I know this is for children, and it is. So we want to keep it very, very lighthearted and PG, you know, and you know, so the same way the cartoons handle it, they handled it very well. The same way the first cartoon handled the relationship between the turtles, Irma, and you know, and April, that was perfect, and that's how it should remain. You understand? I don't get where you're trying to go with this. I keep saying that because you know where the end game is, and no one wants to see that. This isn't that type of movie, and this isn't that type of continuity. This is for children. So keep everything lighthearted. The only reason you shoehorn this relationship in here is because you needed Leo to go against Master Splinter along with the other turtles, because the turtles were seeming to be like very, very sneaky and deviant in this film. But I didn't hate the film. The film I actually enjoyed in a lot of ways. But I just felt it really wasn't the Ninja Turtles, man. I still feel that way. But I enjoyed it in a lot of ways. I enjoyed some characters that people might not even enjoy. Cynthia Utron was one of my favorite characters in there. I love the way she talked, you know, and bah! That's one of my favorite scenes when they back when they raided Baxter Stockman and couldn't get any of the ooze. She just was waiting with her hands like it had some good characters, but it just didn't. You could have called it anything. This could have been called This could have been called Mutant Mayhem, and the turtles could have been frogs. You know, they didn't. Master Splinter could have been a raccoon. You understand where I'm going? Like, you could have really swapped all that, and you didn't have to. You could have just swapped You could have swapped less and made it a new movie than what they used to make it a Turtles film. Like, you could have, like, if you would have took less time to make this into a new film than it did for them to try to put in all the turtle lore and you know that the Easter, and I'm using air quotes, Easter eggs, because a lot of this stuff really, you know, it was things you had to put in the movie. Like, you know, it's not just Easter eggs, it's stuff that has to do with the story. But what you didn't have to change was this with April. So look, like I said, who asked for this? With that being said, this is the Cool Club. I am the Glitch Trap. Bong. I'm gone.